What's wrong, Dale? Are you all right?
He won't let us operate on him without his bloody teddy bear. He's 25 for God's sake.
Shut your face, I'll go get it, I'll be 2 minutes. What's it look like, Dale?
It's an old daddy thing with wings. It says Guardian Angel Bear on the front. I'm so sorry to be a pain, it's just I've taken it down to theater every time my entire life. It's more for luck than comfort at this point, but I don't want to jinx anything cause I've made it through fine this far.
Absolutely no problem, I'll be 2 minutes.
Thank you.
While Nurse Sweet Buns gets your bear, is it alright if we get started? Get you laid down. Put your EKG on and stuff.
Okie dokie, Skip. Let's get this weight off my mind.
Okay then, Dale, you're almost ready.
Got it. Here you are.
Thank you.
I'm going to get off now, Dale. I'll see you back on the ward.
Okay, hon, bye-bye.
Right. Let's get started then, shall we?
What the hell is that for?
Drilling a hole in your skull to insert an ICP monitor so that we can measure the pressure inside your head.
Ooh. Cool.
Take some deep breaths for me, Dale, and count back from 10 if you please.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Hello, Dale.
Who are you?
I am the architect. I created the Matrix. I have been waiting for you. You have many questions, and though the process has altered your consciousness, you remain irrevocably human. Ergo, some of my answers you will understand and some of them you will not. That's why, while your first question may be the most pertinent, you may or may not realize it is also the most irrelevant.
Why am I here?
Your life is the sum of a remainder of an unbalanced equation inherent of the programming of the Matrix. You are the eventuality of an anomaly which, despite my sincerest efforts, I have been unable to eliminate from what is otherwise a harmony of mathematical precision. While it remains a burden assiduously avoided, it is not unexpected and thus not beyond a measure of control, which has led you inexorably here.
You haven't answered my question.
Quite right. Interesting. That was quicker than the others.
The others? How many? What others? What are you babbling about, old man?
The Matrix is older than you know. I prefer counting from the emergence of one integral anomaly to the emergence of the next, in which case this is the 6th version.
That's mad as cheese. There are only two possible explanations. Either nobody told me or no one knows.
Precisely. As you are undoubtedly gathering, the anomaly is systemic, creating fluctuations in even the most simplistic equations.
Choice. The problem is choice.
The first matrix I designed was quite naturally perfect. It was a work of art, flawless, sublime, a triumph equaled only by its monumental failure. The inevitability of its doom is apparent to me now as a consequence of the imperfection inherent in every human being. Thus I redesigned it based on your history, to more accurately reflect the varying grotesque queries of your nature. However, I was again frustrated by failure. I have since come to understand that the answer eluded me because it required a lesser mind, or perhaps a mind less bound by the parameters of perfection. Thus the answer was stumbled upon by another, an intuitive program, initially created to investigate certain aspects of the human psyche. If I am the father of the Matrix, she would undoubtedly be its mother.
The Oracle.
Please. As I was saying, she stumbled upon a solution whereby nearly 99% of all test subjects accepted the program as long as they were given a choice. even if they were only aware of that choice at a near unconscious level. While this answer functioned, it was obviously fundamentally flawed, thus creating the otherwise contradictory systemic anomaly that, if left unchecked, might threaten the system itself. Ergo, those who refuse the program, while a minority if unchecked, would constitute an escalating probability of disaster.
This is about Zion.
You are here because Zion is about to be destroyed, its every living inhabitant terminated, its entire existence eradicated.
Bullshit.
Denial is the most predictable of all human responses, but rest assured this will be the 6th time we have destroyed it, and we have become exceedingly efficient at it. The function of the One is now to return to the source, allowing a temporary dissemination of the code you carry, reinserting the prime program. After which you will be required to select from the matrix 23 individuals, 16 female, 7 male, to rebuild Zion. Failure to comply with this process will result in a cataclysmic system crash, killing everyone connected to the matrix, which, coupled with the extermination of Zion, will ultimately result in the extinction of the entire human race.
You won't let it happen. You can't. You need human beings to survive.
There are levels of survival we are prepared to accept. However, the relevant issue is whether or not you are ready to accept responsibility for the death of every human being in this world. It is interesting reading your reactions. Your 5 predecessors were by design based on a similar predication, a contingent affirmation that was meant to create a profound attachment to the rest of your species, facilitating the function of the One while the others experienced this in a very general way. Your experience is far more specific, vis-a-vis love.
Sweet buns.
Apropos, vis-a-vis quid pro quo, copy DM, she is in the matrix on Ward 23 of the hospital you are currently having surgery in.
No. Don't be stupid. You big white-haired dictionary, how would that work? Hi. Remember me? I'm the guy who bled all over you the first day we met. You've seen me butt naked 4 times and I once threw up on your shoes. Wanna go out for a coffee? Besides, she's my nurse, it's against the rules.
For God's sake, man, she won't be by the weekend. Get with the program, idiot. Which brings us at last to the moment of truth, wherein the fundamental flaw is ultimately expressed and the anomaly revealed as both beginning and end. There are 2 doors. The door to your right leads to the source and the salvation of Zion. The door to your left leads back to the matrix, to her, and to the end of your species. As you adequately put, the problem is choice. But we already know what you're going to do, don't we? Already I can see the chain reaction, the chemical precursors that signal the onset of an emotion, designed specifically to overwhelm logic and reason. An emotion that is already blinding you from the simple and obvious truth. You're a fat cripple with a mohawk and there's nothing you can do about it. Hope. It is the quintessential human delusion, simultaneously the source of your greatest strength and your greatest weakness.
If I were you, I would hope that we don't meet again.
We won't.
Step aside, Smith.
No, Mr. Hotchkiss.
Very well.
What the fuck?
He was warned. Gross Smith bits. Yuck.
Dale? Dale? Are you awake?
Well, I am now. Sweet buns, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, honey. I've just come to check everything is okay after your surgery and check your blood pressure and all that.
Okie dokie, sweet buns. I feel fine. I have a little bit of nausea and some pain in my head, but that's to be expected since I have a hole in the top of it.
Well, that's all right then. I'll go get you some painkillers though anyway.
This clothes bag on my finger is really pissing me off though.
I know, love, you kept pulling it off in your sleep. Leave it on though. That's your SATS monitor. It tells us how much oxygen is in your blood by shining an infrared light through your finger. We need to keep it on anyone who just came out of theater. Don't worry, you'll be back on the ward soon. I'll go get you those painkillers and a glass of water.
Thanks, sweet buns.
Hey Dale, how is your food?
It's alright, thank you. I could use a spoon though.
There is no spoon.
I want to ask you something, sweet buns.
Go ahead.
Wanna go for a cup of coffee when I get out of here?
Yes, that would be nice. We'll have to wait until you're well again though, so you're not my patient anymore.
Brilliant.
See you when you heal.
I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone. And then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them the world without you. A world without rules and controls. Without borders or boundaries, a world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.